Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person
I
you're
don't know.
dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, "Hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid, and like let's just
Really?
see."
So you would
I'm very like free spirit. I'm very open and just.
She belongs to the streets.
And for y'all that don't know, but y'all should know this by now, whenever a woman says that she's free-spirited and open, that's just her way of saying she's for the streets without saying she's for the streets. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. Not waste any more time, let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
This comment right here.
And what about that comment?
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
Of course, there are always exceptions, but they are most certainly speaking for the vast majority of men.
Because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child.
It's very possible. However, do bear in mind that women with children are not at the top of a man's dating priority list. They are, in fact, near the bottom.
It's also very, I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video.
I'm actually surprised that one didn't already realize that most men actually felt that way.
Like, it's just the wildest thing.
No, it's not. It's actually almost common sense.
You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father.
Well, that's true. Not every single mother has 2 or 3 baby daddies, and some single mothers are the product of being widowed or are divorced. However, the fact remains the same that most men do not want to raise another man's child.
Yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
Reality often can be very disappointing, can't it? But no, unfortunately, that person does actually speak for
who has parentage by estoppel. And it happens in a number of U.S. states. California is one of them. I don't know what the other ones are. Take a listen to this lawyer speaking on this topic.
This is what the court said in that November 2015 case. This court stated that given its recognition that a person who is not the biological father of a child may be considered a parent against his will, which means even if you fuss and fight, that ain't not my child. That's not, that's not my child. I don't want to be the parent. It's not that he even volunteered to say, I'm the daddy, call me daddy, call. No, against this will, they made this guy be the dad. Consequently, they burden him with the responsibility of paying child support. So what does this mean for the average brother who's hanging out with a single mom? What it means is if she can get someone to write a letter or someone to come testify that, he took my child to school. He picked my child up from school. He paid for my child's clothing. He took my child to the doctor. He babysat. He took my child to a baseball game, football game. But he overall spent his time with my child. And heaven forbid, they call you daddy or stepdad, right? So now what have you done? You've basically given them enough facts to at least allege that you've taken on the fatherly role. So when you break up with your ex-girlfriend and you say, I'm done with you, you cheated on me, you broke the windows out of my car, I'm through with you, she can then go find a family law lawyer, present to him that fact pattern, and then what? And then you get sued. You may not even have had a sexual relationship with the woman. That's how expansive this can go.
So even if you're dating a single mother and then you interact with that child in any type of way that appears as if you are a parent, and if you break up, she can then use that against you. and then you may have to pay child support. And if you do have to go to court, and then you end up spending thousands of dollars to try to get yourself off the hook. And I'm truly getting tired of hearing people say that real men will step up and take care of the kids. I'm sorry. If we want to go that route, let's just say a real man knows how to protect himself. A real man is not a fool. People that say these types of things are not aware of the depth in which men are at a disadvantage in the court system. And not every man has the money or capabilities to litigate these types of cases. So if I was a man in the world today, with the way the laws are stacked against men, there's no way I would even come close to a single mother. I'm sorry. There's too many things that can go wrong. False accusations, the potential to pay child support even if we're broken up. Anyone that has common sense is not going to put themselves in a position to be taken advantage of. At the end of the day, the potential for this to become a lose-lose situation is extremely high.
First, let me give a shout out to Dennis Sperling. I believe that's who she was reacting to, but that voice sounds pretty familiar, but the screen looked really small. But I'm sure that was Dennis Sperling. And shout out to Demi as well. This is something that a lot of single moms don't talk about. I think one of the reasons why is because it's already hard on them finding a man that will step up. But I think one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of single mothers talking about this is because this will make it even more difficult for them to find a man that is willing to be a stepfather. Because can you imagine that you're doing all these things for a child or children that are not yours, only to turn around and end up getting put on child support? Bro, I would be heated if I was put on child support for children that are not mine. And then to sit up here and this woman just allows it and think that that shit is okay. I don't know. Ladies might want to, I don't know. Y'all need to think of another strategy, because trying to shame men into becoming stepfathers ain't gonna work. Especially when more men find out about this. Because this is one of those loopholes that they don't tell you about. And part of the reason why is because, like I said, it just makes it more difficult for a single mother to find a man. Now, I'm going to show you this next video is of a woman who I've reacted to her before, and I believe her parents are from overseas, so she tends to be more on the traditional side of things. And I want y'all to hear what she had to say about single mothers as well. She made a very valid point. Check this out.
Don't have kids. What is the reason to date a single mom? What is the logical reasoning? What is the thought process? What is the reason that you would risk so much to date a single mom? The number one advice that I hear women telling other women is not to date broke men, right? But the equivalent of a woman dating a broke man is dating a single mom. But in my opinion, it's worse, because dating a single mom, it comes with more to lose. You could date a man that has great potential. He has a great head on his shoulder. He has great values. He has great morals, and he has goals, and he's ambitious. But he's just in the process where he's working to build that for himself. Everyone starts off somewhere, but women will still refuse to date broke men, right? As they say, because they want the success of it at the end, because they want to be there in the good times, not the hard times with that man. So I don't understand why a man would purposely put himself in a hard time by dating a single mom. You have so much more to lose. It's funny because women will sit up here and say that men who don't have money shouldn't be dating. They shouldn't even be looking for girlfriends, because if they don't have money to date, then they don't deserve love, essentially, right? That's what women say on these apps. I hear it all the time. That if you're a broke man, you shouldn't even be dating. You don't deserve a girlfriend, essentially. But I never hear women tell other women that if you're a single mom, you shouldn't be dating. No, it's the opposite. Women think that single moms deserve the world, and women think that single moms deserve rich men and all of these things. And it's like, so you're sitting here saying that men that are broke don't deserve love, but single moms deserve the world, even though most single moms made bad choices, and that's why they are single moms. Most single moms don't have good heads on their shoulders, and that's why they're single moms. If women want to advocate for other women and say that women should respect themselves by not dating men that don't have money, okay, well, men should respect themselves by not dating single moms, because that is far more baggage and far worse than dating a guy that doesn't necessarily have the funds right now. If a man dates a single mom, he is taking on a role of a father. And in some countries, if a man moves in with the woman, she has kids, he can be held liable to pay child support for kids that are not even his. So men have so much more to lose when they're dating single moms. As women, we expect men to just give us everything and save some women from the horrible decisions that they've made, and that's just not how life works. Society advocates that single moms have more value than a man that is just working towards his goal, essentially. If you're a man and you're dating a single mom because that's all you feel like you can get, then you know what? You need to work harder at becoming a better you, because at the end of the day, if you're dating a single mom, you are risking more long term. And if she feels like you're beneath her, if you feel like that's the reason that you guys are dating because you feel like you can't get better, then guess what? You're just going to be her simp. You're not going to be happy either way. You're going to live a miserable life. So as a man, do better. If you're a man and you don't have kids yourself, why would you date a single mom? It makes zero sense.
And I like looking at it that way. If women don't want to date a man that's broke, or 50K is considered broke, then men need to have that same respect for themselves if they're childless and say, I'm not going to deal with a single mom. Now, I got to be honest with you guys, because since I've started dating abroad, I've been more open to it, but that's only because women abroad don't expect you to take care of their children financially, surprisingly, the same way women do in the West. Now, obviously, they want a father figure. That's not an issue. I think it's always the financial part of it is what really scares men away. But, like, for example, one of the women that I've dated out here, she is a single mother. However, her child is grown. So, she's not expecting anything from me other than just to treat her well, show her a good time, and she wants to reciprocate that. So, and even if that is the case, they're far more appreciative than women, the single moms in the West. So you got to consider that as well. However, at the end of the day, most men that are childless, they're not going to want to be stepfathers. And I completely understand and agree with that. And I'm not going to push this notion that men have to date single mothers. I am not Boyce Watkins. I'm not that guy. But like I said, compared to women overseas, I can see why men are more open to it overseas versus women in the West, especially when you got the child support system set up the way that it do. I mean, damn, paying child support and getting put on child support for children that ain't yours, you want to talk about janky. That's a janky ass system, bro. I'm like, can't blame brothers for not wanting to be a part of that. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way I know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until next time, you guys, deuces.